Welcome. Thank you for joining me for another Lenormand card combination video. In this one, we are focusing on card number 27, the letter. As always, before we get started, recognition to Alexander Musrik, who wrote the book that I use for reference during these videos, The Art of Lenormand Reading. Okay, the letter card all by itself. Let's learn it. It is card number 27. You'll see in the top right-hand corner, the playing card insert is the 7 of spades. The key words associated with this card are information and document. Alexander Musrik writes about this card. He says the letter appears when written information is coming toward the querent. Depending on the surrounding cards, the news can be good or bad, and these will also give more clues on the nature of the correspondence. The general message of this card is to pour your heart out. The body parts associated with it are hands and fingers. The timing of the card is super easy to remember this time because it's just the 27th of the month. The influence is neutral. The nuance of the card is portrait. The archangel associated with this card is Gabriel. The planet associated is Mercury, which makes a lot of sense because Mercury is the planet of communication. The zodiac sign is Gemini. If this card comes up in a love reading, and it's the same for both single people and people in relationships, in a love reading, this is a love letter or some kind of message of love. Maybe it's love texts coming in on the phone, that sort of thing. If this comes up in a health-related reading, this could represent the results of a checkup, results of blood work, any kind of tests done in a hospital sort of setting, or this could be a written prescription. If this card comes up in a money reading, this could be an incoming payment or check. Work-related, this is some kind of contract, or it could be just work-related information. Maybe you've got a message coming in about some kind of meeting that's going to be at work, or maybe some policy changes, whatever. The special power of this card, Alexander Musrik writes, words are some of the most powerful forces on earth. Use them wisely. Which I consider really, really good advice. Words probably are our most powerful tool, and using them wisely is very, very, very important. All right, let's find out how this particular card modifies all of the other cards. So when we combine the letter card with the rider is also bringer of news, right? So together they could represent a mail carrier. They could just represent messages, like some generally messages coming in. It could be someone coming in with an invitation of some sort. So could represent our mail carriers, it could represent just generally messages coming in, someone coming in with a message. If you have the letter in combination with the clover, this could be a lottery ticket. This could be a St. Patrick's Day card coming in the mail. I'm not familiar with this word, but Alexander Musrik says that this could be a tombola ticket. I don't know what tombola is. It's Tombola. Have no idea what tombola is, but that's what I wanted to include it in case someone else wanted to use that. If you combine the letter with the ship, this could be an airline ticket. It could be a visa. Represent, like, documents, legal documents for immigrants coming into countries. It could be overseas correspondence. This could also represent a license to drive, like a car. It could be an airline, a pilot's license, some kind of license to drive some kind of moving vehicle. Because the ship doesn't have to be a boat. It can represent just a moving vehicle of any kind. Combining the letter with the house. This could be a real estate contract. This could be news coming in from a relative, or this is just generally correspondence coming into your home, just a general message. The letter in combination with the trees. This could be a diagnosis. It could be blood analysis results, like we were talking about earlier, some kind of test results from a hospital, x-rays, that sort of thing. prescription. We talked about that earlier. So anything health related. If you get the letter in combination with the clouds, this could represent bad news. This could be news coming in that's going to cause some confusion. This could also represent a momentarily blocked information that's slow in arriving. So bad news, confusing, or it's some kind of blocked news. The letter in combination with the snake. The snake could represent, remember, a third-party woman. So this could be a letter just from a woman. But the snake can also represent warnings too. So this could potentially be negative information coming in. Some kind of message that's going to maybe stir the pot a little bit. Some negative information or a message from a woman. If you get the letter in combination with the coffin, this could be some kind of final notice. Maybe you're being terminated from your job. Maybe you're being evicted from your house or apartment. Some final notice. It could be a separation letter. It could be correspondence from your lawyer about a divorce or separation. Some kind of closure, message of closure. The letter in combination with the bouquet. This is a beautiful letter. Maybe it's a poetic letter. This is surprising news or positive news. So beautiful letter, surprising news, or positive news. My phone went dark. I'm just checking to make sure. I hope it doesn't mess up. Okay. I'm not going to mess with it because I've done this video way too many times. All right, moving on. The letter in combination with the scythe. This is decisive information. The scythe cuts stuff away, right? So once you cut it, there's no going back. So this is something decisive coming in. This could be the end of communication. No more communication after this last word sort of thing. The letter in combination with the whip. This could represent a complaint, message that's complaining about something. This the whip in other decks is a sexual card. In this deck, obviously it's not, but this could represent some kind of sexual message. Maybe it's sexting coming in on your phone, dirty messages of some kind. So it could represent that. If you get the letter in combination with the birds, this could represent pouring your heart out in a letter. Like you have stuff you want to say, and you're going to go ahead and write it down, because sometimes the words are harder to say than they are to write down. This could just represent reading a letter out loud, sharing the information verbally with somebody else. The letter in combination with the child, this is a new letter. Could be a short memo. The child represents something small, right? So this could just be a short message. This could be a birth announcement. Maybe it's an invitation to a child's birthday party. Maybe it's a letter to a child. Maybe its child has a pen pal or something, and they get a letter to a child. I had a pen pal when I was a kid. I think that's kind of non-existent these days because we've got instant messaging back and forth, don't we? We don't really write letters anymore. If you get the letter in combination with the fox, this could represent blackmail. The fox is sometimes a card used to represent kind of, sneaky shenanigans, that sort of thing. So maybe it's blackmail. This could be disclosure of some kind. Maybe there's something that's been kind of hidden or unknown or, secreted away somewhere. So this is a disclosure. This could also represent a writer. If we remember from the fox card, the fox can, and a lot of times will represent, if you're especially work-related, work that is kind of out of the box, sort of like alternative ways of making money. So if you're an author, that's not necessarily a standard way to bring money in, right? There's not, a lot of people aren't writers for a living. So this could just represent somebody who is a writer. If you combine the letter with the bear, this could represent a credit card. The bear is the finances card, right? This could be a really big, thick letter. Maybe it's your acceptance notice from a college. When you get accepted from a college, you get a thick envelope from them because then I don't know if they still do the same. It's probably all online. But when I went to college, if you got a thick envelope from a college, it was good news. If you got a thin envelope, it was the rejection. But this represents a thick letter. This could be an invoice. This, again, the bear represents finances, right? So, or this could just be a bank statement, something financial. Maybe this is a letter from your boss, because the bear can represent the boss. A letter from your boss. If you get the letter in combination with the stars, this could represent an email. Now, Alexander Musrick, I know, uses the star card to represent like networking and online communication, that sort of thing. So this could be like text. This could be text messages. This could be email messages, any kind of virtual message, or it could be many messages coming in because the stars magnify everything around them. So maybe this is many messages coming in from people, or all at the same time. If you have the letter in combination with the stork card, this could be a birth announcement. This could represent news is in the air. There's a bunch of chatter going on about a certain subject. Or this could be a notice about departure. Someone's leaving, and because the stork can represent movement, like physical movement, not just change, but movement. So letter about departing. Letter in combination with the dog. This is just a friendly letter incoming from a friend. This could just be news about a friend. Friendly letter, news about a friend. You get the letter in combination with the tower. This could represent the post office, because the tower represents the matrix, generally speaking. At least it does for me. And yeah, it could. The postal service is one of the systems in the matrix. So this could represent the post office. This could represent a long letter, or it could be a legal document. Sometimes the tower will represent like legalities and stuff like that. So this could be a legal document. Letter in combination with the garden. This could be an invitation to a party, or maybe a concert ticket, which are kind of like outdated these days, huh? Because we're not allowed to go to concerts anymore because of COVID. I don't like using the word allowed. Excuse me for using that word, because I don't recognize that word for myself. I don't let someone allow me to do something. I either want to do it or I don't want to do it, and I make the decision myself. Sorry for the side note, but of course it's unavoidable these days. So this could be a concert ticket, or maybe not these days. Party invitation, maybe not these days. Or this is just public messages. Maybe this is just general news that you read online, that sort of thing. Letter in combination with the mountains. This is belated correspondence. This is correspondence that's been blocked. Some kind of blocked document, some kind of delay in communication. The mountains represent blockages and conflicts, or not necessarily conflicts, but maybe challenges. So blocked communication, delayed communication. The letter in combination with the crossroads, this could represent news that's on its way. This could represent multiple messages. Or this is a reminder. I'm not sure that a reminder is something that I will think of when I'm doing a reading, but the other two, news on its way or multiple messages coming at once. Maybe it's a message that's coming in that's going to help you make the decision you're trying to make, that you're the reason why the crossroads is even there. I don't know. Whatever works for you. The letter in combination with the mice. This could be a letter that's been lost. Remember, the mice eat away and they destroy things. So it could be a lost letter. This could just represent a small message, because the mice are small, right? So small message. This could be a letter that brings some negative emotions, because the mice do represent anxiety a lot of the times. So a negative letter, one that brings negative emotions. This could represent a bill, because the mice could represent, like, payments that you have to make, maybe your electricity bill or whatever. So lost letter, it's a bill, or it's a letter that brings negative emotions. Well, this one seems obvious to me. The letter in combination with the heart, this is a love letter. This could be a message asking for a date. Maybe it's a text message asking to meet up somewhere. This could just be a declaration of love, that's what a love letter is, right? A declaration of love. The letter in combination with the ring. This represents potentially a wedding invitation. This could be a letter from an associate, so somebody that you work with, because the ring doesn't have to be about weddings and commitment. It can be about contracts. So maybe this is a message regarding some kind of contract that you have at work. So that sort of thing. The letter in combination with the book. This could represent just like physical folders, binders, that sort of thing that you use. It could just represent a book, but it could also be a secret document. The book represents secret or information that's yet unknown. So a secret document, or it could just be a hidden document. The letter in combination with the man and the woman. This could represent someone who writes for a living, somebody who blogs. This could just be a message incoming from a man or a woman. A writer, a blogger, a message incoming. The letter in combination with the lilies. This could be a Christmas card. I'm not really sure why Christmas here. Maybe because the lilies represent peace, and one of the themes of Christmas is peace, right? So peace on earth. So a Christmas card. This could be a message from an elder. The lilies do represent the older generation occasionally, so this could be a message from somebody older, or this could just be an old document. Document that's got some history behind it. The letter in combination with the sun. This is really good news, positive information. This is a letter that brings happiness. In combination with the moon card, this could be a poem, a romantic message, or this is just something creative. Maybe somebody wrote a story. Moon represents creativity, represents emotions. Sometimes things that are kind of hidden or in the unconscious, that sort of thing. So this is some kind of creative letter, or it's a poem or a story or something like that. The letter in combination with the key. This is an important document, a significant piece of information. It's important or it's significant in some way. The letter in combination with the fish. This is business-related news. This could be a business document of some kind or business correspondence. I know that the fish represent abundance. Sometimes I think that naturally would represent money. So maybe this would represent a document indicating, maybe a stock gain or bank account information. The letter in combination with the anchor. This is a letter that's incoming that is inevitable. Information that's inevitable. It's on its way. Some kind of confirmation about something. And then the last card, the letter in combination with the cross. This could be messages from above, messages from your guardian angels, from your higher self, from your God, whomever you consider your 5D, associates that communicate with you. This could also represent bad news because the cross represents burdens and pain sometimes. So it could be bad news and it could be hard news. So it's either divine news, which I prefer, or it's bad news or hard news. And that's the letter. I hope that you got something out of this video. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. If you like these videos and you want to see more, I will finish this deck in the very near future. And I'm going to keep putting them out until they're done. So thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you next time.